Okay. Now we're recording, I believe.
Yes. All right. Good morning and welcome to our little Valentine's Day special. We're going to talk today all about essential oils and how you can pamper yourself and your loved ones with them. Without further ado, let's crack on with what we're going to cover. So we're going to talk about self-care. We're going to hit emotions. We're going to definitely talk about hormones. Gina's done a lot of research on that bit. I'm excited to hear it. Yeah. And then a few recipes for bedroom fun. Bedroom fun. Yes. All right. So the first thing we're going to really hit on is self-care. And I don't think we ever take this seriously enough. I think we all go through phases where we pay attention to what makes us feel good and how we can fill our own bucket, basically. But you really do have to remember that you can't pour into somebody else and help them if you're empty. All right. So you really do need to make sure you're being careful. Watch out for those signs of adrenal fatigue and just make sure that you're taking care of your own needs first. So let's think about different ideas on how you can fill your own bucket. I mean, Gina and I came up with these 3 ideas, but shout out if you've got any more and let's talk about different ways that we can use our oils with them. So we've all got those basic health needs. I mean, if you think about the pyramid of health or wellness with doTERRA, the foundation is, that basic nutritional need, those foundational needs that even in psychology with Maslow, he put out there that you've got to meet those basic needs. You've got to feel nourished. You've got to be hydrated. You've got to have a safe place to live. We all have that, right? We all have the ability to feed ourselves, whether we do it correctly or not. And we all do our best to hydrate. I'm probably the worst on the call for that. But what are those other basic needs for you? Is it, for me, honestly, it's being able to just take a 30, 40, even 50-minute bath by myself without anybody joining me with their toys. Just myself. I really do love to just take a bath. I just love to soak. I'll take my book in there. Last night I took a little cocktail. It was awesome. So just those basic health needs. So
I feel like for me, it's the same thing, except I'm not in the bathtub, but I just take like 15 minutes on the couch, just curl up and just like let my brain rest, and I need to do that most days right now, especially with, everything we have in everyone's home. And it is good to just kind of let myself shut down. And then I'm just like recharged, and it's only like 15 minutes or 10 even, I could do it in 10 if I had to. But yeah, just taking a break.
Do you do anything, Gina, when you're sat there, or do you read, or do you literally just zone out for a bit?
No, I don't do anything because my brain like actually needs a break. So like sometimes I'm like, oh, I'll sit down and like watch a show. And I'm like, no, I don't even want to watch a show. Like I just shut down, really. You know what I mean? It's just like, bloop, like just switch it off, mental break, recharge. I do it every day. Yeah.
Nice. I like it. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
So the next foundational thing that we all need to take care of is our sleep and our sleep quality. All right. Now we're all at different phases of life. We all have different ages of kids or pets or fiancés, and all of these different things contribute to our sleep inability. And I don't know, if you think about a baby, sleep through the night starts in the morning, right? You've got to take care of those basic things throughout the day and feel rested and not exhausted throughout the day to get a good night's sleep. And I don't feel like it really changes as you become an adult. If you think about it, if you've had a really stressful day at work, you don't fall to sleep very well, and then you're tossing and turning all night. And so I think it's a really good idea to just, maybe set a reminder on your phone for 2 or 3 times throughout the day to just maybe, take a minute and relax. At one point, I had a reminder on my phone to just say, stop, breathe, and relax your tongue. I never realized how tense my tongue was in my mouth. And when I would do it, every time I would stop, and you're like, oh God, yeah, like it's tense. Like I'm holding it ready to, I don't know, talk or do something. And so it was just like a little reminder for me. and the tension in my jaw then did really go down, which again helped my sleep. But again, we've got so many great sleep aids with doTERRA. I mean, what are yours, Paige? What's you personally, what do you love for sleep?
Serenity. That's my go-to. Serenity or lavender. That's always been, and then whatever concoction he puts on
radiates throughout the room. Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, mostly. And honestly, I wish it was still available. The Serenity spray that they had in December.
Oh, yeah.
Like putting that on my pillow was the best. And I still have a little bit left, but
well, you can make some.
Yeah,
is it just
refill it?
Is it just I hadn't looked, but it was just nice. I think it was cool. I think it was just the regular just water.
I think it's just Serenity. It really is. You could just do that with some distilled water. That would work.
I just saw a thing on Pinterest today that said save your empty bottles and add a little spray cap to it, and that's your pillow spray bottle. So if you have like 2 or 3 drops left in your Serenity bottle,
oh, there you go.
Then fill it up with your distilled oil or distilled water, and like screw the spray cap on it, and there you go.
Oh yeah, that's good. I'd like to do that with bergamot. I love bergamot. I'm obsessed with it.
I think we just got that one too. That one was really good. I like that one.
It's kind of got a bitterness. I don't know. It's got a tang to it. I love it.
Yeah.
So Gina is a cedarwood fan. She lathers up in cedarwood, rubs it everywhere you can imagine for sleep. She loves cedarwood.
Everywhere.
And then I've got to say everywhere. And I've got to say, I like for sleep. I love balance. I'm obsessed with like Gina is obsessed with cedarwood. I'm kind of obsessed with balance. I put it everywhere for everything, really. Probably it just was a desperate question.
I like that one when I'm at work. Like
I'm on a call, darling.
So when I first started, when I first started with oils, Bex got me into this. She gave me cedarwood and lavender roller because I struggled. I can say that now, past tense.
Past tense. She did.
Seriously, I did. I had
and she said,
I had
tired,
insomnia.
Oh.
Yeah, and I struggled with it big time. And now I go between the two. I have lavender and cedarwood, and I have balance and serenity on my nightstand, and I fluctuate between the two. And then on one of these calls, you suggested adding vetiver to the serenity and balance mix.
Yeah.
And so I have that too, and I just kind of go between them depending on how I feel. And I haven't had if I have an insomnia night, it's usually clearly brought on by something very, very stressful.
Yeah.
And I still have the roller, but I don't use it as much unless I'm running out of one of the oils, or if I know I'm really really bad, then I use the roller. But those two, those oils have changed my sleep pattern a lot.
Oh,
yeah. I love it. I love it. It is amazing.
Such a good story, because that really is like a key foundation. If you don't sleep, then you can't function, right?
No.
I know. Wild orange is another one. Wild orange is another one that I like for sleep recently, and I do love balance, but I mostly use balance all throughout the day. That's my daytime. Yeah. So that's my day prep for sleep.
There you go. You got to do it though, right? You have to. And I would think that taking adaptive capsules, if you've had a really stressful day before bed, would probably really help. Thanks, babe. Would probably really help just relaxing before you go to sleep. Oh. Have you tried the capsules yet, Paige? I thought you hadn't tried them.
No. It's funny you said that, and yesterday or this whole week has just been a insane week for work. In fact, I'm working now just to get a deadline done. Didn't even I was like, oh, I could have taken those last night. Duh. Totally forgot.
Yeah. I did not take adaptive yesterday, and I probably should have done. Yeah.
That may have helped.
I was just spinning like a top. Annie came before it all started happening, and it just got worse. It was just insane.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. It's
I
okay.
know, and that's part of the battle is, and I think that's like an overall arching theme of all of our calls is you have to set a reminder, you have to remember to use these things, right? And to do these things and to make it a routine. And the more you can use your oils, the more you can, take care of your basic health needs, the better healthy the more healthy you are overall.
Yeah, definitely. And a tiny little plug right now as well. Another thing for basic health needs would be cleansing and detoxing maybe 2-3 times a year. And we're going to be doing one with essentially Beck's team. But Gina, you guys are more than welcome to hop on board. I can send you the info, and that's going to be starting March 4th. So just a great way to shake up your health, reset things, and move into spring with a new season, new you,
Yeah, I like it. And then I added on finding the joy here because I think that is a good part of your basic health needs is to just do something every day that brings you joy, like whether it's, a walk or exercise or I don't know, turning on the music and dancing in the kitchen or I don't know, but like I know that is very important for me to find some sort of happy joy every day.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. Sometimes it's sad, isn't it? But you feel a little bit lost as well. Like right now, I would honestly tell you, it's kind of hard for me to figure out what it is that I do to find the joy. And I think it's because when your kids are so young and it's just been a chaotic kind of clump of time, you're like, I don't even know. What gives me joy is a clean house. Therefore, I just end up cleaning all the time. There's a pattern here, people. I need help. There needs to be an intervention. I probably have a problem. All right.
Well, I'll tell you, if you really want to get some joy and cleaning gives you joy, then you can come over to my house and you will be so happy because you can just clean the heck out of it.
The difference you will make, right?
Yeah, it's like I'll be happy, you'll be happy. It'll be just like a big happy fest.
There'll be so much joy. I love it. You're so funny.
You'll be exhausted. You won't need your oils that night, but you'll be full of joy.
Thank you.
Oh, that's funny.
You're just a giver, Annie. I love it.
That's me, selfless to the core.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do, Annie? What little thing do you do just for you that just is your happy thing?
Honestly, I love to be alone because I never am. I have a job that I'm surrounded by people and I'm always on. You always have to be on your toes. Little people who need you.
Yeah.
And then I come home and I'm surrounded by people. So like finding quiet space that it's just me. Like this whole last week I was in quarantine and I couldn't have anybody in the house. And I mean, it was so rejuvenating for me. It was amazing.
Right?
And then
silver lining.
It was. And then music. Like I play guitar and I play piano and I sing and usually when I'm feeling bored or needing a creative outlet or something, I just grab my guitar and play a song or something.
Oh my gosh, see, I learned something new. I didn't know you played music. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm the music director at my church and I teach beginning guitar and voice and piano at Carlsbad Village Music. So I teach it too, but there's something different about learning a song on your like your personal music versus like, I sing every week in church and I help my my students every week. I have different students, but like then you pick something that like I want to learn that song and it's challenging for me and it's hard and I'm just going to sit down and like work on that for me.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely. Fun. Wow, very cool. Thank you for sharing. That's
so cool.
Love it.
Is this me, Gina? How's it going?
Sure.
It's all right.
You do this. Yeah.
Charlie's escaped next door, we think, but Phil, is he next door though? He'll come back. They're not in.
He's fine.
Do you think so?
No, it's fine. So the next piece we're going to talk about is the emotional aromatherapy range that we have. And I think this is such an important piece to just general health, right, Gina?
Yes.
So there's a set of 6 oils, and I'm sure that you've begun to dabble in these, ladies, by now, but they are incredibly powerful, and they are all designed from the 6 different categories of oils. So you've got your mints, your citrus, your spices, you've got those herbs and grasses, and then the trees, and then the floral oils. And depending on the emotion that you're feeling, you will choose the oil that basically would hover over that category. But the interesting thing about these oils is, so for example, the Motivate isn't just a minty smell, it's minty and citrus. So if your emotion falls in the category of either, like in between that category of minty and citrus, you could either choose Motivate, which has a minty element to it, or you could choose Cheer, which has the citrusy, spicy element, because we all have a preference. And yeah, one may be better than the other, or it may work closer with that emotion. But as long as you're getting an element of citrus, you can either get the spice with it or the mint with it, depending on what it is that you're working through. My personal favorite on the aromatherapy line is Console. I love Console. I wear it as perfume. I love it. I want to drink it. I don't know. I love it as much as I love the beautiful oil. And I don't know if anybody's experienced that one, but I love Console. The tree oils for me are, I don't know. They're just where I need to be. Like I need the tree oils in my life, and the Console, I just love it. I have a roller, I diffuse it. And then my next favorite would be Motivate. I love Motivate as well. Out of these ones, Peace is a popular one in my house for bedtime. On occasion, we'll use that one. And then not the Cheer is, for me, Cheer is quite sweet. So if you're wanting something like a morning brunch and it's, you know, it's something light and summery, I think Cheer is such a great oil for that. I rarely use Passion. How about you, Gina?
I rarely use that one as well. It's interesting. I mean, and I love cinnamon, like I love spice. I don't know. It's not one that I really gravitate. I guess I have enough passion already. But I think the important thing is, like, when you think about these oils, is they're not only if you're feeling emotional, like Bex says, she uses Console every day and, you know, on the daily. So I think these are just great oils to incorporate into your daily routine for sure. I feel like we should put one of these on definitely every day. Like, yes.
I keep trying to, I want to buy the kit. So I've got all of them all together. But it's always out of stock. Just because I do like these, and I like to have them. They're handy. They're great to use on the littles, just because it's like everything. It's the proprietary blend. There's a blend of oils in there, and if you're looking to be more cheerful, roll it on. If the kids are going bonkers in the back of the car, throw Peace back there. You know.
And also, we've talked about this a while ago, but the colors of the bottles kind of are also like, if you're feeling like you need to be brighter and uplifted, then you go for the brighter bottles. And if you feel like you need to be calmed or, you know, soothed, then you go for the more soothing, like blues, purples, and greens. So
yeah, it's really cool. It is really cool. But yeah, what's your favorite one, Paige?
Oh, I was on mute, or wasn't on mute. I thought I was. I don't know if I was trying to think as you guys were talking. For some reason, I feel like I have one of those, but I don't know. But
it's not surprising, because you are still fairly new to this. And honestly, I didn't get these initially. I got all the other, like the single oils, and I tried the spa line. Then I was like, wait, there's an aromatherapy line? What's this? So I challenge you to start peeking at these.
I tend to gravitate more to florals just in general. Like, my favorite just overall has always been lavender. Like, I love lavender. Like, lather me in lavender and I'm happy. But, you know, so I think that, but for some reason, part of me thinks I might have one of those, and I'm not quite sure which one.
All right.
Cheer was on like a product of the month like a few months ago. So that's the only one that I have. But
Really?
so I
Oh,
bet you
yeah.
probably have cheer because it was like November or something. It was even Shelly has cheer and she's only been doing this for a
Oh,
few.
yeah. It was like a BOGO or something, Annie. I
Yeah,
think. Yeah, you're right.
yes.
Well, these are great oils to collect slowly to add to your collection.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. All right, Gina, you're up. I'm so excited to hear all this.
Oh, well, don't get too excited. I mean, I really just, I guess this isn't, I didn't really have like an opening hormone section slide, but this is the hormone section. And I guess for my own sake, I just kind of wanted to give us like a general definition of hormones. And then I saw this picture and I'm like, gosh, like this is the endocrine system where all our hormones are, created, I guess, generated by our body.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it kind of like surprised me, like, look at the span, like they're all over, they're being created all over our body, produced, I guess. And so I thought that was really interesting. They really do have a lot of impact and control on our body. And so these were just some of the important hormones that most of all we've heard of: cortisol and estrogen and progesterone and testosterone and melatonin. But it just kind of, I just wanted to just show how important they are and how, what they do for us. So metabolizing our food, helping with our growth and development, controlling thirst and hunger, maintaining body temperature, regulating mood and cognitive functions, initiating and maintaining sexual development and reproduction. So, when I think of hormones, I think of like, menstrual cycle, but really they're, helping our whole body function.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And so it is so important to pay attention to our hormones and make sure, it's just part of helping our body feel calm and in homeostasis, right? So as we always say, and we talked about it a little before, like our basic health needs to help our system, hormones alike, is you need to have a healthy base. So I always have to throw this in there. Lots of fruits and vegetables.
She loves them. She loves them.
I love my fruits and veggies. I think it's so important that and some people just don't eat fruits and vegetables. Like it's just not their thing, but
I know. I was speaking to a lady yesterday who was like, she said to me, it was a contractor at the house, and she's like, I just don't like fruits and vegetables, and I can't drink water. And my digestive system is terrible. I went, huh. Okay, well, honestly, the thing you said first equals the thing you said last. Like, I was like, there's no way getting around it. And she's like, well, what should I do first? I said, honestly, the water. Like, you've got to drink water. Drink some water. So I sent literally my contractor's wife home with a bottle of lemon oil. And I was like, put this in your water and let's just see how it goes. She's going to be my next conquest.
Oh my God, I love it.
So you guys, there's this lady on Pinterest and she has a company called Kids Eat in Color. And she talks all the time about how to talk to kids about eating foods. And it's this idea. And as an adult, you should understand, like she needs to understand that like things that are healthy for you, you may not like, but you need to learn to like them.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So, okay, so maybe you don't like broccoli, but you need to teach yourself how to like it. So go ahead and buy it and cook it. Maybe you don't like it raw. You tried it raw, then cook it. Maybe you don't like it cooked. Maybe you like it cooked with cheese. Maybe you hide it inside things.
That's my tip for everything. Put some cheese.
Yeah, that's what I try to talk. My kids are a little bit older, so it's hard to do these things on them because they're just like whatever. But like the idea of, I talked to my daughter about this. I'm like, if somebody handed you a cigarette and you don't like it, well, don't try it. Like that's not something you need to teach yourself to like because it's horrible for you, right? But broccoli is good for you. Vegetables are good for you. Fruits are good for you. And you're supposed to eat them. So you need to teach yourself. If you don't naturally like it, then teach yourself to like it because it's good for you. So just saying, especially as an adult, like I don't like fruits and vegetables. Well, Okay.
That's silly, isn't it? Isn't it
Learn.
ridiculous? This is a grown woman. I'm like, okay.
Learn to like it because it's
Right.
gonna be good for you in the long run. It's gonna be good. And I don't mean that in a judgy way, like you're an adult, eat your vegetables. I just mean like it's a frame of mind that we don't put ourselves in, especially as adults, because we don't not as we almost we're out of school and we don't learn.
No,
We're not
you're
in
right. You're so right.
the learning mindset, but it's like you can teach yourself to like you don't have to like all the I don't like all the vegetables. I definitely try them. I mean, eggplant and me don't have the best relationship, but
Nope.
but you know what I mean? There are plenty out there's such a variety and there's so many different ways to cook them that like you know that they're good for you. Just keep trying. Don't
Yeah.
tell yourself you don't like it.
Well, and it's
Love it.
interesting because like when I was growing up, my mom made like frozen spinach and it was like horrible. Like it was the worst, like, oh God, like you just throw the block of frozen spinach in a pan and heat it up and it was nasty. And I was like, oh, this is not like my mom was
I think
not,
that's a really good point because I think the way that our parents cooked vegetables really soured our generation. Like,
yes.
not for nothing, Anthony's mom loves Brussels sprouts and she boils them and serves them. And I'm like, no, there's so many better ways to do this. Like
She's English.
roasted Brussels
That's how
sprouts.
we did it.
Yes. But roasted
We
Brussels
boiled
sprouts
everything.
are amazing, right? They are crispy and but so I think that in a lot of ways, the way our parents cooked the veggies
Definitely.
or like it soured a lot of us.
Yes.
Definitely.
You have to,
That's me with cauliflower. Like for years I hated cauliflower and then I found the joy of roasting it and oh my God, I'm like, can I have it every day now, please?
it's just a simple, simple cooking mechanism that can change it. Yeah, boiling vegetables is just not good. Like over boiled broccoli, like, oh, it was just so anyway, yeah, we have to learn how to make them good and enjoyable, but it's crazy when you research how much nutrients are in these vegetables. It's just like they're just so good for you. So anyway,
Definitely.
yeah, it is something to teach the next generations to love from the beginning, and I think we're doing a pretty good job of that right now. Always have to plug the Lifelong Vitality Pack. I know you guys have heard this over and over, but obviously we can't be perfect. So this is and the older and more mature we get, I feel like our bodies need that extra help because I feel like things get depleted over time, right? And so this has saved my life, helped my hormones immensely, energy, just overall health, skin, so digestion. So I just love them.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
And then and I think Bex is going to talk about a couple of oils we have that obviously help our hormone balance as well.
Yeah. So the first one, obviously, I think obviously that springs to mind is the Clary Calm. This is something that I often prescribe to people who are having any kind of like hormonal fluctuation, any really rough cycle, perhaps, terrible breakouts, things like that. We really recommend that you're using Clary Calm on the daily, on your abdomen and the soles of your feet, especially if those things are likely for you. So if you're getting really bad cramping, really bad hormone tension, headaches, hot flashes, just real big fluctuating moods around that time of the month, really try to implement Clary Calm on the daily, not just when you're experiencing it, but all day, all month long, just for a couple of months, just to see if it reduces it down. I am yet to find somebody that says no, it doesn't help. It might not fix it completely because there's other things going on, but it does bring things closer to that equilibrium.
Most of my friends call it magic. Like they're just like
magic.
Like magic.
Yeah, it is really good stuff. And it's such a simple fix. Just use it. And I will tell you, side hack with this one, it's great for teenage boy acne. So if you think about it, I mean, the reason that boys get a face that, oh gosh, it looks sore and raw and red and, and they don't really like washing their face, right? Let's be honest. They don't want to wash anything. It's their
Uh-huh.
hormones, and their body is flooding with new hormones right now. But if you can get this on their feet daily, you'll see their skin start to clean up. It's amazing.
They really should change the packaging.
They should, because it's incredibly girly. I had a lady who did it, and she just took the label off, and it left like a tacky residue. So she rubbed it a little with the lemon oil, but then she just put a new label on there.
Yeah, for her son. Well, and I think that this is an oil that can just span the ages. So you can use it on your like 10-year-old girl as her hormones are starting to, ramp up. And then you can use it all the way through, after menopause, because we still have the hormones in our bodies. Like, it's not like they, go away when our periods stop. They're still there, and, you could still balance them.
Yeah. The next one, the next main oil that kind of springs to mind would be Whisper. This is an oil that actually it doesn't come in a 5 ml bottle anymore. It only comes in a 10 ml roller, which is pretty cool. I've got it on my LRP this month. Look at the list of things that it addresses: balancing hormones. It can be used as a perfume. It's known as the woman's blend. It's great for hot flashes, libido and sex drive, anger, self-expression and presence, self-confidence and creativity, to feel more connected to the mother, whether it be your actual mother or Mother Earth, and then the oil of femininity. So it's a lovely, gentle, almost like baby powder like oil. It's very it's got a bit of a musk element to it. It's lovely. It is really nice, really light. And it's not something you necessarily need to blend with anything else either when you're diffusing it. It is nice just by itself. It's very light. It's lovely.
I love this oil. Somebody made it for me for Christmas, and this is the one that I keep at my desk and I rub on like over my mask.
Oh
every
yeah,
day.
yeah, I remember you saying
Every day.
Oh yeah.
Love it. Sorry, Gina, what were you gonna say?
No. I was just gonna say I like it like just a dab behind my ears, and on the back of my neck. It's just very soothing. I love that you use it every day, because a lot of people, it's kind of like the emotional aromatherapy. Like, it's not one you just like automatically buy every month or whatever. But
right.
No,
yeah,
but I love the smell. Like the blend of oils in this blend is like perfect for me. I love it.
Yeah, I think you would like Console then, Annie. I think you're kind of like the oils that I like.
I love Console too.
I will definitely be trying Console next. I wrote it down.
Yeah.
And then Forgive. I love that one too.
Yeah.
So good.
I haven't tried that yet. Next time I go over to Bex, you have both of these, right?
I have all of these things.
Next time I come to pick up the veg box, I need to smell them both and see which one I want to grab.
Okay.
And the thing is, like, you might not like, both of those oils might not be like, oh God, that's so like yummy. Well, maybe it will because you like Whisper, but because they're kind of like tree, like know. But
I love my tree oils.
Yeah, it wasn't like one that I gravitated toward at first, Forgive, but now I just love it. So I just feel like everyone should get it.
I think a lot of the oils are like that. Like I said, DDR Prime, like when I first smelled it, I was like, eek.
Yeah.
But I use it every day. And so I've gotten very used to the smell of it. I like the smell of it now, like, because I think you get like a memory with it. Same thing with Magnolia. When I first smelled Magnolia, I was like, ooh, that's harsh.
It is sweet. But Magnolia is so sweet.
It's got like almost like, but now I use it. Like, I like it. It's like, you just get used to things.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like you form like a little relationship with it. So I thought this was interesting when I was doing my little hormone research that plants have hormones. And, I mean, I read more about this, but basically, there's hormones controlling the fruit ripening and when the seeds break open. And, so I thought it was really interesting because I never think plants have hormones, but, and I think it's cool that that we're so similar to plants, our bodies, and that's why these oils work in our bodies, because we're similar beings, we're similar cellular beings, I guess. So this topic, we talked about like Valentine's Day, and then Bex and I were like, well, not everybody has like, you know, a boyfriend or a husband, or, you know, and some people dislike Valentine's Day for that reason because they don't have, but we did want to include some things that, you know, are fun in relationships, and and I guess just fun in general. So these are these are some essential oils that have aphrodisiac properties, I guess. So I thought that was very interesting.
Screenshotting that.
Yeah, right. So, and there's a lot of them. And I'm going to show you guys some blends too that you can make. But I will say that Clary Calm definitely, I felt, you know, as my hormones were balancing, definitely helped the libido as well. And I guess it makes sense. Like when you're calm, then, you know, you feel more sexy and aroused, I guess. But
I'm
anyway.
just going to rescue Charlie. He's stuck under the fence. But I will be right back.
Go. It's fine. I thought this was interesting too, how they said at the bottom that the note that some of them are not edible. So if you apply, just, you know, be aware.
What is it when you say bolded essential? Oh, the bolded. Sorry.
Yes. See how they're in bold. Yeah.
Coffee's kicking in. Like bolded essential oils are not edible. I'm like, what's a bolded essential oil?
So yes, so those are some oils that you can use to make some blends. And then I don't know why this is to the side so much, but I thought this was some fun recipes, a diffuser recipe, a bath, you know, salts recipe. Clary Sage is one that's in Clary Calm. I don't know if it's in Whisper as well, but that's one that is real good for hormone balance and that sort of thing. Clary Sage, lavender, patchouli, frankincense, like that sounds really nice. Bex will have to try that in her bath. Sultry sheet spray. So I thought this was kind of fun, you know, like, ooh, and some sea salt in there. That's interesting. So one you can screenshot, and then there's a massage blend: sandalwood, wild orange, clary sage, ylang ylang, patchouli, ginger, vetiver, and black pepper. So that would be a little spicy, spicy massage. But I think they sound like fun. Maybe it's just me.
Mm-hmm.
You're back. Is he okay?
That diffuser blend sounds delicious. Bergamot, lang lang, sandalwood, cedarwood.
Oh, right. I know. I get so excited to try these, you know, because I would have never thought to put those together. Like, who would have thought, you know? I think it's fun.
Yeah, bergamot and ylang ylang, so nice.
Look, there's a bath mix you should try here, Bex.
Oh, love it. But can I be in the bath by myself, please?
Oh, yeah, of course. Absolutely.
Well, but it's also Valentine's Day, so you might want to invite Phil.
Oh, or just, you know, take your bath so that you're in the mood, right?
Oh, there you go.
So, right? Phil all of a sudden has appeared like, what are you guys talking about? So, as I sat down then and I just looked at the slide, I thought so you've got your sexy diffuser, you've got your lover's bath, the next thing down, first glance, I thought it said slutty sheet spray. I was like, Gina!
Oh my God.
It doesn't.
That's funny.
Sultry, my eyes.
I know. That's kind of a fun word. And then look, in this bath mix, it's Epsom salt and then honey. How fun is that? Then I guess you'd
honey,
sweet
and milk.
Yeah,
milk in there as well.
It's like a tea bath.
Ooh. That is interesting.
Yeah.
You could use your Serenity spray, I guess, for your sultry sheet spray, but you might fall to sleep.
Right.
Yeah, that would be not the point.
Oh,
Uh,
look, they're putting
the-
like a pinch of sea salt in their sprays and things. I wonder why, Gina.
I don't know why. I thought that was interesting too.
I love this. We should do it and see if there's any difference between that and just, with water. Maybe it absorbs the oil. Oh, you know what? I bet you it absorbs the oils and then distributes it throughout the water rather than.
Look at that. We learned something new.
What a great idea. And then that sensual massage, so cool.
Yeah. I think that sounds, we're going to make that one for sure. Spicy.
Very spicy.
Next. So we have a libido blend, which, okay, so ylang ylang wild orange. So that's simple.
Yeah.
And then the aphrodisiac blend, which is similar to, except there's the addition of rosemary, but similar to that, the massage blend. Bergamot, ylang ylang, sandalwood, wild orange, rosemary, ginger, black pepper. Ideas.
Love it.
Shot. What do we have here? Oh, and then some more diffuser recipes. And I love the names of these, like pour some sugar on me. Let's get physical.
Let's get physical.
Bringing sexy back. So these are fun too.
Today. I'm going to post these next week on my page. They're so funny.
Yeah, for sure. We'll do that. Do you guys have Rose, Annie, and Paige? Do you guys have it?
No.
Yeah.
Have Rose touch.
Okay. Yeah.
That'll do. You can still diffuse it. Even some of the proprietary blends actually have fractionated coconut oil in them, like Balance on the ingredients list actually has fractionated coconut oil in there. So you can actually, if you wanted to take the top off, still diffuse any of the touch oil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you could, obviously make these into rollers as well.
Oh yeah, I bet some of these would smell amazing, like as a roller perfume.
Mm-hmm.
The rose, ylang ylang, and orange. That sounds right up my street.
Yeah.
Royal Hawaiian sandalwood. I haven't. Is that just sandalwood or what is that one?
Well, we have.
It's not royal with us, is it? But
yeah. But we have a choice of either Hawaiian sandalwood or Indian sandalwood, right? Those are the two.
Yes, I have the Hawaiian. I just got it. It's really good.
Yeah. So,
I love it.
We spend more money.
Sorry.
Or should I say spending his money?
There you go.
Yeah, that's better. I like that. You guys have those droppers, those really handy plastic, like long tube droppers that, so you can open up your roller bottles and then siphon them out. Yeah, those are handy. Yeah. The must-have supply. And then I think this is the last one, a recipe for romance. So similar oils again, but there's frankincense in this one and citrus bliss. So that sounds
which has been out of stock for a long time.
Yes, it has.
That's right, huh? Well,
such a random thing to be out of stock as well.
I know.
That's like one of his favorites. Like he's like, we need more citrus bliss. I'm like, yeah, good luck with that.
Well, and we could probably, like sometimes when I run out of Clarycom and I need it badly, I just look at the bottle and, mix up whatever oils I have that are in that blend as, just a quick fix. But so I can't remember what's in citrus bliss. I mean, it's like tangerine and clementine and.
It has a vanilla.
Then it has that vanilla.
Some kind of vanilla in there, but so does chia. So you could always do chia with more of the citrusy oils and you get something close to citrus bliss.
There you go. Yeah. And that's what happens over time. You have all the oils so you can, like I have tangerine and clementine and
yeah.
Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah. So hopefully maybe you guys will try out a massage blend or something for some fun.
That's it. I actually did find just a little fun little tidbit as well for trying to make your lips look a little more plump.
Oh yeah.
You can put you basically combine a couple of drops of cinnamon, geranium, cardamom, put it in a little roller in a 5 ml bottle with some fractionated coconut oil, and you can roll it on your lips to make kissing a new adventure.
Ooh, wait, cinnamon.
Gina's like writing it down. Cinnamon, geranium, and cardamom.
Oh, wow. That's an
I
interesting.
always thought you just put peppermint on your lips and that would make things a little more spicy.
Mhm.
I
But
don't think I have cardamom, but I'm to.
Yeah, that's yeah, that does sound like a spicy little. I love cinnamon.
yeah, it will plump up your lips and make kissing a new adventure.
Look at that. Who knew?
You need to post that one on your page.
Yes.
All right then, I will.
I remember when I first got cinnamon, funny story. I don't know if you guys have heard this, but I was like, Red Hots were my favorite candy, and like hot tamales, all those cinnamony candies, and like Big Red chewing gum because it was cinnamon, right? So I was so excited to get cinnamon oil, and when I got it, I just like, this was years ago, and I put it on and I like rubbed it all around, and I was like, oh, it's spicy. Like, use a carrier oil because I just like slathered it on, and
Yeah. Well, it was so it was weird. Last week he got up and he's like, do you smell cinnamon in my coffee? And I'm sure it was really potent, and I'm like, yeah. And then I just smelled it all around, but like, we don't have cinnamon flavored coffee, so it was really. But then I saw the bottle sitting right next to the coffee pot. I'm like, did you accidentally touch this? And he goes, no, I didn't. I'm like, it's the only logical explanation, but whatever.
actually, that sounds good. A little dash of cinnamon in your coffee.
Just a hint.
Yeah.
Nice. That sounds really good. Yeah,
it does.
Spice
Spice
up
up your coffee.
Smelled good.
It's a trick at like restaurants and stuff. They do that. They'll put cinnamon in the coffee before they brew it.
Yeah. I put a drop of lavender in mine, and it's not like you don't feel like you're drinking flowers, but there's just something there, and people will say, oh my gosh, your coffee, it's nice, what is it? And I'm like, oh, it's got lavender in it. I'm like, what?
Wow.
Over the holidays, I'd put peppermint, just a drop, and then you get like a peppermint mocha taste.
Yeah, ever so slightly. Yeah, have you never? It's good, Gina. Yeah, you should try it. You'd love the cinnamon. Yeah, like right in the top of your coffee, like old school coffee percolators where you've got the coffee in that filter at the top there, just a drop.
Yeah. Oh, that makes. Oh, wow.
He he's making a smoothie a week or two ago, and he was like trying to find stuff to put. I'm like, oh, here, and I put like a drop or two of yarrow palm in there, and he's like, God, there's a weird. He's like, there's something I just can't put my finger on it. I taste something. And I tasted it. I totally tasted it. It was very subtle, but I could tell the difference. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
oh my gosh.
It tastes good. You could taste that hint of pomegranate, but he was like, I don't know what it is. I'm like, crazy there, but whatever.
Love it. Trickery.
That's funny. You guys are funny. That's one I would think of to put in a smoothie, but it's good for you.
No, me neither. Yeah, that's cool.
Because of the antioxidants of the pomegranate and everything.
Yeah.
Honestly, brilliant idea. Like we should.
Mm-hmm.
We should definitely do it.
Learn something new. That's why we love you guys.
You can ingest it. We may as well put it there.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely. Well, thanks, girls, for being on, and happy Valentine's Day coming up.
Yes.
Everybody.
Yeah, we'll not have a class next week. We'll take next week off, and then we'll kick up the following week again, right, Gina?
Yeah, with something good, a really good topic.
Really good. We don't know what yet.
Yes.
I thought you guys had this all mapped out.
Oh, we do. We do. Honestly, we do.
We do. And if you guys ever think of a topic you want us to talk about, let us know.
Yeah.
We're up for a challenge.
There is, and like right now off the top, like there's some oils, like maybe just sort of just a free for all, like put in on the page, like the oils that we'd love to learn more about. Like, okay. I think the one I got is part of the convention kit that I cannot find what it really does. Is it Davana or something?
Oh, yes.
Like, I
Hey
have
guys, my
roller.
sister's calling. I'm gonna jump off.
Okay.
All right. Bye,
Bye.
love. See
Guys.
you later. Bye.
That's a good idea,
But-
though, Paige.
But yeah, just like a, hey, an open forum ahead of that, or even 2 weeks ahead of that, saying, hey, in 2 weeks we're gonna have this. Tell us about the oils that you want to learn more about, and then you guys can do the research. Because I like for that one, it's sitting there. I have no idea what it does. Like,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
it's
and-
floral.
Yeah, we can always just even, Bex and I can come up with some of the oils that are just like, a little bit random.
More abstract. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, and I was looking, and it wasn't the one that I do, like, it's In Tune that I got.
Oh.
That was, and this is the one that when I put it on, because it's the focus blend, I do this one sometimes for work too. And he always comes up to me and he smells frankincense in it. And he's like, "You smell like a guy." I'm like,
I love that blend. Oh my gosh.
yeah, it's so nice. But yeah, there's just, there's those weird blends that it's like, what does this do? Like, and I have the book and I look and I'm like,
and they're not all in the book because they're kind of special.
No.
yeah,
editions.
Yeah.
that would be kind of cool just to, learn more about the oddball ones. So
Good idea.
Yeah.
Perfect.
awesome.
We'll put
Thanks,
it on our
guys.
list. All right. Well, we
in a
will
couple
see
weeks.
you in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right
Sounds-
then, my friends. I'll see you later.
All
Bye.
right. Bye,
Have a good
everybody.
weekend.
Bye.
Thank you.